Hello, for this week's video, I want to discuss animal cruelty. What it is, how it affects animals and society, and hopefully ways we could do to help prevent animal cruelty. Now, what is animal cruelty? Animal cruelty can be seen in many shapes and forms. Although many people believe you could only see it through physical harm, you could actually notice and see animal cruelty through neglect, starvation, physical and emotional verbal abuse, animal fighting, and living conditions. It is very unfortunate, and although many people are not as educated on it, unfortunately, these are ways you could see animal cruelty through. Facts and statistics. According to the ASPCA, 6.3 million animals are approximately brought into the shelters due to abandonment, neglect, overall owners who are not willing to take responsibility anymore, or just in general, animals seen on streets, any part really of an environment abandoned, and obviously since there's nowhere else for these animals to go, they are seen majorly just being brought into the shelters. It is a very, very major issue here in the US, and it's seen yearly, unfortunately, and hopefully soon those numbers could be brought down, but as of now, every year it is millions, and a lot of animals are just seen when being brought. You could physically just tell the conditions they're in. Either they were physically beat or just not having food in days, and just overall the physical aspect of it, of how you could genuinely tell that these animals were not being taken care of even way before they were brought to the shelter. Effects on animals. Affecting the animals in these ways of animal cruelty happens a lot, and although a lot of people dismiss these characteristics, it is real and it does happen. Animals also feel anxiety, fear, depression, all of those sorts when these actions are done towards them. They, like us, could build fear from humans, so that would lead to them losing trust and not wanting to do anything with humans. A lot of people would describe those type of animals to be aggressive or feral. However, it is due to the lack of respect and treatment we as humans give towards these animals. They also build anxiety. You could see it through animals that are obviously not comfortable. They shake, and they just genuinely do not want to be a part of any sort of human contact. And fear, like I said before, they just fear the memories of what they carried with the human before. And that's not only towards previous owners, that's just towards people in general. You see a lot of animals on the streets, any place you go really, and strangers even, that obviously had no responsibility towards that animal. How they treat them is also what could affect them, unfortunately. Effects on society. I believe if people are not as educated or taught about the conditions and the effects it truly has on animals, I don't think people will ever truly understand what it is and how unfortunate and disgusting it is. I believe if people were taught more of what actually happens behind the scenes, I hopefully believe people would build more empathy towards animals and hopefully would want to change for the better and do better, so animal cruelty could hopefully one day come to an end. Ways to help. There are many ways you could help. You could adopt, volunteer, or donate. Although many people would not go for adopting an animal, I still believe you could at least foster. You could also help donate money, so the people that do have the resources to care for these animals are able to do so freely and financially. You could also volunteer. There are a lot of shelters or organizations that do take a lot of volunteers who could hopefully help these animals just feel comfortable, get the care that they need, and hopefully one day feel comfortable to hopefully have a lovely home one day, as they deserve. For the conclusion, I believe animals do deserve that care and protection. They're very beloved, they help society and our environment a lot, and that goes for not only the pets, but wildlife and farm animals. We, as humans, do need animals at the end of the day. And hopefully, with people becoming more educated, they could see that although some animals are considered useful or as research for us, they still deserve that respect and that kindness. And that goes for pets as well. If you own a pet, or if you're interested in owning a pet, you should be educated and be well aware that although they're just an animal, they still deserve that kindness, that respect, and those proper caring needs of a living condition, the food, all of those sorts, in order for her or him to be happy and feel comfortably as well. Thank you.